Did you know these terrifying facts about evil? Evil has been a part of human history for as long as we have existed. But there are some facts about it that you may not know. Some of them will make you question reality itself. Fact 1. The human brain is wired for darkness. Psychologists have discovered that humans have a natural tendency to be fascinated by evil. This is why crime shows, horror movies, and dark stories are so popular. The amygdala, the part of the brain responsible for emotions, reacts strongly to fear and danger, making us both terrified and intrigued by evil. This fascination is not new. Ancient civilizations told terrifying stories about monsters, demons, and cursed beings. From Greek mythology to modern horror films, evil has always captured our attention. But why? Some scientists believe that this curiosity about evil is a survival mechanism. By understanding danger, we might have a better chance of avoiding it. Fact 2. Evil has been scientifically studied. The famous Milgram experiment in the 1960s showed that ordinary people could commit cruel acts simply by following orders. More than 60% of participants were willing to deliver what they believed were deadly electric shocks to another person when instructed by an authority figure. This experiment proved that evil is not just about monsters. It can come from anyone. Another shocking study, the Stanford Prison Experiment, demonstrated how quickly people could adopt cruel behaviours when given power over others. Volunteers were randomly assigned as prisoners or guards, and within days, the guards began to abuse the prisoners. This suggests that even the most normal people can turn cruel under the right circumstances. Fact 3. Serial killers have something in common. Many serial killers have a similar psychological profile. They often suffer from antisocial personality disorder, a condition that makes them incapable of feeling empathy or guilt. But what's even more chilling is that some of them were once completely normal until something triggered their dark side. Studies have found that many serial killers suffered extreme childhood trauma. Neglect, abuse, and isolation at a young age can lead to a dangerous lack of empathy. One common pattern is the McDonald triad: bedwetting, animal cruelty, and arson during childhood. Many notorious killers displayed these behaviours before committing their crimes. Fact 4. Evil can be contagious. Just like kindness, evil can spread. Studies have shown that people are more likely to act cruelly when they see others doing the same. This is called the bystander effect, when individuals fail to intervene in bad situations because they assume someone else will. This is how mob violence and group cruelty happen. One historical example is the Salem witch trials, where mass hysteria led to innocent people being executed. Similar patterns of collective cruelty have appeared throughout history, proving that evil is not always individual. It can be a shared experience. Fact 5. Some of the darkest figures in history were once innocent. History's most infamous tyrants and criminals were once children, just like anyone else. At some point, their lives took a turn toward darkness. Some experts believe that a mix of genetics, environment, and personal experiences can shape a person into a force of evil. Many dictators and war criminals started as ambitious individuals with strong convictions. Over time, their hunger for power and control turned into oppression, violence, and destruction. This raises an important question: is evil born or is it made? Fact 6. There are real-life haunted objects. Some objects are believed to carry pure evil. The Dybbuk box, a cursed wine cabinet, is said to bring misfortune and even death to those who own it. The Annabelle doll, which inspired horror movies, is kept locked away in a museum because of its supposed supernatural dangers. Another terrifying object is the Chair of Death, an old wooden chair said to kill anyone who sits in it. It was reportedly responsible for multiple deaths before being locked away. Are these stories just myths, or could there be real energy attached to these objects? Fact 7. The concept of evil varies by culture. What is considered evil in one culture might not be the same in another. In some ancient traditions, dark forces were seen as necessary for balance, while in others, evil was something to be eliminated completely. This shows that evil is not just a simple concept. It is shaped by history, beliefs, and human perception. In some belief systems, what we call evil is merely a test or a necessary force to create harmony. In contrast, many religions see evil as an enemy to be fought at all costs. This proves that evil is not always black and white. It depends on how we see the world. Fact 8. Some people believe evil is a physical force. There are theories that evil is more than just human actions. It could be an actual energy or entity. Some religions and spiritual beliefs describe evil as a force that exists independently and influences people. Could it be possible that evil is more than just psychology? Ancient texts describe demons, spirits, and supernatural beings that feed on negative energy. Some paranormal investigators claim to have encountered entities that seem to manipulate people into committing cruel acts. Whether or not you believe in the supernatural, it's a chilling idea to consider. Fact 9. The world has seen unexplained acts of cruelty. There have been moments in history where people committed horrifying acts with no clear reason. Some believe these acts are proof of a supernatural evil at work. Others argue that human nature is more complex than we understand. One example is the infamous dancing plague of 1518, where hundreds of people danced uncontrollably until they collapsed and died. Some believed they were cursed, while others suggested mass hysteria. Could there be unseen forces influencing human behaviour? Fact 10. Evil is not always obvious. Not all evil comes in the form of serial killers or haunted objects. Sometimes it appears in small, everyday actions, deception, manipulation, or even ignoring someone in need. This means that anyone, under the right circumstances, can contribute to evil. This is why it's important to be aware of our own actions. Small choices can lead to bigger consequences. The best way to fight evil is to recognize it before it grows. What do you think? Is evil just part of human nature, or is there something more mysterious behind it? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more shocking facts.